Check 1, 2, check 1. Oh, wait, can I see it? I guess the cooking BGM shouldn't be visible anymore. Maybe I should turn that one off. Monitor off, mute output, monitor and output, mute output. I guess we can do that. And I guess... actually, I should just remove it altogether. Where is the cooking BGM anyway? Where is it? Chat BGM, cook BGM. Oh, I think it's in a different thing altogether. Ooh. Hold on, let me just do something here really quick. Hopefully this isn't visible, otherwise it's gonna look very awkward. Where is it? There was the, wait, where did I put this actually? Where did I actually put this thing? Scenes. Background. Nope, it wasn't there. It's not there. Was it chat? Nope, it wasn't chat. Whatever. I'll just deal with it for now. Is the mic actually working at least? Yeah, okay, the mic is actually working. It looks like it's working anyway. So, anyway, hey Nuggets, welcome to the food truck. My name is Ruka, and today we are doing our monthly TokyoTreat snack review. Yeah, so by the way, I think this is like our second to last TokyoTreat box. So we have like one more for July and another one for August, and that will be it. We've had like almost a year's, well, we're almost a year's worth at this point. But once the 1 year is up, I'm probably gonna cut the subscription because it's kind of expensive. But at the same time, I did find another snack box thing that I wanted to try. That's not specifically just Japan, so we might do that. We might do that after I get back from my trip, but not quite as long. I don't know if I want to commit to another 1 year thing of this, but we'll see. We'll see. I do need to get back to cooking, so there is that too. And I just have so many recipes built up already that I probably should actually do them on stream at some point. But yeah, there's that too. Anyway, but yeah, so today we're doing a little bit something. I guess we're doing Osaka this time. So last two times that we did this snack box review, we had a couple of, what was it? We had like 2 months of Sakura season stuff, which is unusual. But then again, Sakura season is April, and then May is like the big thing that happens in May is Golden Week, and then I don't think May has anything special as far as seasonal stuff. It's just kind of like a mini extension of Sakura season. It's like, and what do you do? What do you do? But June, on the other hand, not quite summer yet, but we're pretty much at the start of summer, so we should be getting like a summer box in the next month or two. I'm thinking, at least that's what I feel like is gonna happen. But today we are going through Osaka, and for all you people who only have played Yakuza and not know nothing about Osaka, or at least this part of Osaka might be better known as Dotenbori, or in Yakuza terms, Sotenbori. Sotenbori. No Majima though. No I don't think any. What does? I wonder if Majima even has any canon snacks. The only thing of Majima I keep on seeing is like a watermelon, but it's not summer yet, so we're not getting any watermelon inspired snacks for this one. But yeah, uh, but we're gonna be going through Osaka stuff. I have been to Osaka once, but I haven't really gone through much of Osaka. I've only gone to like one part of Dotenbori. Maybe is it just one part of Dotenbori I've gone to? Like a small part of Dotenbori. I think I had. What did I have that one time I went there? I had tea. I had a really fancy dessert at a tea shop. I had tea and I had a really fancy dessert at a tea shop. That one I remember quite clearly. Um, did a little shopping there. What else did I had? Oh, I had sushi in Osaka. I think Sushi Zanmai, which is a chain's sushi store. There's a Sushi Zanmai in um, Tsukiji Market in Tokyo, I believe, and then there's another Sushi Zanmai in Osaka, and I don't know, there might be another Sushi Zanmai in another place, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't know how widespread it actually is, but it's like a sushi chain basically. But really good cuts of sushi for a decent price. Like if you get a omakase sushi from a sushi restaurant, I think supposedly those run up you $100 plus. Um, the sushi I got a sushi zanmai. Let me see if I can actually find the picture so I can show it really quick. But the sushi I got from Sushi Zanmai was like a pretty decent spread for about I want to say roughly 30 to 40 bucks. I forget exactly what the the price was, but it was a pretty good spread of sushi. I think like 6 or was it more than that? No, no. It was oh, did it actually pop up? Oh, it actually did pop up. And that's dangerous one. Ruka, why did you do this? Ruka, why did you do this? That's dangerous to have the picture just pop up like that. Uh, number 2, where did it pop up from? Where did that? Oh, window capture. That's where it popped up from. Ruka, that's dangerous. We need to talk about this window pop-up thing. If you open that stuff up accidentally, you might open, you might dock yourself, and even worse. But sushi danmai. This is one of their things over there. I forgot exactly what the price was for this though. I want to say it's not over here. I think it was roughly 4,000 yen. Some maybe upwards of 4,000 euro, more than 4,000 yen. For this spread of sushi, we have like 2 things of shrimp and an eel, a very long eel on top of a bed rice. I'm not sure what some of these other ones here. I'm not sure what this fish is, the little silver fish over here. I want to say that's mackerel, but I'm not entirely sure. And then we got a couple things of tuna, and then some unknown fish that taste. They all taste pretty good, actually. They all taste pretty good. The salmon eggs tasted pretty good. I think this was salmon eggs. And then you have the tamago. Yeah, we also have 2 shrimps. 1 shrimp, 2 shrimp. The 1 shrimp is like really, really long, and I think the other shrimp is just like a small portion of it. I think there was like 1 piece of sushi on this thing that the sushi chef said that they were out of stock on, so they replaced it with something else, and they asked me if shrimp was okay. I was like, yeah, give me the shrimp. So they gave me like a long piece of shrimp, and it was like really, really good. As you can see here, these are like 2 different types of shrimp. There's the shrimp on the right has a shorter horn. Like you can kind of see that there's a shorter horn on this one. And if you look at this shrimp on the left, oh, it's actually kind of cut off on the picture here. If you look at the shrimp on the left over here, it has a bit of a longer horn. It's also curved differently on top. I'm not so sure what kind of shrimp that is compared to the other one over here. But I'm guessing the one on the right is more of a common shrimp, and the one on the left is some sort of a sweet shrimp or some sort of fancier shrimp. So that's probably what it was. We also have some clam. I think this is a clam over here up top. So we got clam, we got a tempura, some kind of tempura vegetable, maybe I don't think it's a cucumber, maybe it's a zucchini or something, I'm not entirely sure. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's a squid in here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pieces of sushi for roughly 4,000 plus. I'm not, like I said, I don't remember the price, but that was pretty good. That was pretty darn good. I have no qualms about that whatsoever. I'm trying to see if I can show you the other thing I had in the other place. Let's see. I think that's okay to show. I think that's okay to show. The other thing that oh, they also had I guess this thing of miso soup to go with the sushi. But yeah, so there was the sushi, and then there was the, let me get this other one. The the fancy tea. I got a fancy dessert set for 1360 yen. This was 4 years ago, so I don't know if the price has gone up much since then. I feel like if they raise the price, it's probably gonna be like something like 1500 yen for the tea set, the dessert set. But there's a really, really fancy dessert here. We got the, I'm not sure what this one on the right is, the one with the fancy little sugar piece. But on the left is like a fig, a giant fig. And as if figs were not sweet enough, there's a little compote thingy. And there's also some strawberries in the middle. It's really dark though. And there's the sugar cubes. I don't think the colored sugar cubes are different flavors, but they're different little colors that you can add to your tea. And one of the teas we got was just, I think, I don't recall what kind of tea this is, but it was I didn't, that wasn't my tea either. So it was my traveler's tea. So it's pretty good. It's all pretty good. Now I gotta close that because that's kind of dangerous. What I'm trying to think what else I got. I know I didn't get the crab. I don't know. I know I didn't. That Well, there's like a famous crab thingy in Dotenbori. I didn't get that. I also didn't get a takoyaki, even though it's one of the things you're supposed to get whenever in Osaka. But didn't do that. I feel like after the whole sushi thing, I was just too stuffed. Hey, Cats, welcome, welcome. I'm just reminiscing right now about stuff I did in Osaka before we actually dive into the snacks. But if you scroll back a little bit in the stream, we not too far back. So I had the sushi and sushi zanmai, which was actually really really good, 13-piece sushi for a very reasonable price. Also, also tea. Did I get takoyaki? I feel like I got takoyaki. What is this thing? Okay, this is not from. I don't think this one's from Osaka. I'll show it on screen anyway. I'll show it on screen now. But I don't think I got this one in Osaka. I feel like this was somewhere else. I don't remember what this is. It's either fish balls or chicken. But this was like 4 years ago, and I don't recall what this tasted like. All I know is it was pretty decent. It was pretty good. But I don't remember where it's from. The other thing I got from Osaka, what was it? Pow Pow. Wait. Oh, this was at the train station. I just got a couple of bao. Always a thing I like to get whenever I see them. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I like the saucy ones. Those are the best. Not this one. Oh yeah, we also got this one. I don't remember what brand this is, but it's a famous cheesecake, I think. And in Osaka specifically, they might have other stores elsewhere, but I know there's one in Osaka. And it's a famous cheesecake that you've probably seen in social media. This is like a small version though, and there's like little tiny raisins at the bottom. So if you're not a fan of raisins, you could probably avoid eating the bottom part. But there are raisins here. Whenever you do open it though, consume in like 2 days tops. Otherwise, it starts going bad. It goes bad very easily, but it's also very very tasty. But no, I haven't gone around Osaka much, sadly. So one of these days I should drop by there again, if only because there's a place to hike near Osaka. There's also some monasteries near Osaka. Well, I say near, but I think it takes like 1 to 2 hours to get there. And then there's a hike that you can do, or you can go just take the train directly to the monastery. But I would prefer to hike, and then you can stay over the monastery overnight, which might be a good experience. So one of these days I should drop by Osaka again, if not just for that. Do you understand the Kansai dialect there? I don't think I noticed it, to be honest. It's been for one thing, it's been 4 years, so and I didn't really think about Kansai much at that point. Like most of the stuff I heard were tourists talking, not necessarily shopkeepers or anything like that. Even the sushi restaurant and the tea shop I went to, I couldn't hear anyone talking, especially the tea shop. So there's a little tea shop in one of the back alleyways um, over there. And so the bottom part is where they sell leaves, but if you go up, they will actually have a tea shop where they'll serve you the tea they have, and also desserts. What you're supposed to do though is you're supposed to register at the bottom or see if they have an opening, because I think sometimes they have like reservations and stuff. I'm not sure, but it was very overwhelming to be there because when I actually stepped in there, it wasn't my idea. It was my travel companion's idea, um, and we stepped in there and it was women everywhere. So you know the thing about Japan and women and sweets and tea places and all that stuff. Yeah, that is that is not a stereotype. It is 100% true, and I feel like the only reason a guy would even be there to begin with is if they're there as a companion. If you go there by yourself, more power to you, but I feel like I will be very intimidated. Just saying. Just saying. It's not some place I would have gone to myself personally, but my companion at the time wanted to rest after walking around and they want to be in a tea shop. So, okay, fine, let's go to a tea shop. It was an interesting experience, very cramped, by the way. Very cramped, but it was good. It was good otherwise. But yeah, I didn't get any of the okonomiyaki. I didn't get any takoyaki. Didn't get any of the crab. Probably should have, but I was kind of full after the sushi. Um, I still prefer the Hiroshima okonomiyaki, but I mean Osaka okonomiyaki. I have yet to find a place that has done it properly. Because the one place I had the one place I had the Osaka okonomiyaki was I think in a mall in Kyoto, and I feel like they didn't do it right. It felt a little bit burnt. I'm not exactly sure if that was it was supposed to be that way or not. Hey, Fangy, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Okay, I think I'm gonna go over and switch to the box. I think, I think I stalled way too long before getting started. So yeah, heard great things about Osaka food. The thing, okay, here's the thing. I may not have had food in Osaka, but I've had. There's an izakaya in Austin where I used to live, run by an Osakan couple, and just because they're and because of that, I can say I've eaten Osakan food because it feels like it would be cooked Osakan style the way they did it. So technically, I've had Osakan food in Austin, run by an Osakan couple, but not in Osaka itself. Going well. Come to vicariously eat weeb snacks through you. Okay, let me switch over to the table so that we can eat weeb snacks together. If you bring some, by the way, bring some drinks and snacks for yourself too. If if I'm gonna be making you hungry. So anyway, noise gate off, mic off as I move this, and camera is going to be moved too. So okay. Da, da, da. Also, I don't have my usual coat today, so I will be using. Oh, I guess I'm gonna shrink that. I'm gonna be using a different jacket. I'm not sure if it's gonna show on camera. It just might be my hands I'll show on camera, but it's gonna be a different jacket. It's gonna be a little bit of a spoiler for my next update whenever that comes around. So we'll hope, but you might see a little bit of peeking out, but you might just be able to see my hands too. Hey, what's up? Okay, so TokyoTreat. If you haven't seen this before, this is a snack box subscription that you can get. So there's several Japan snack box subscriptions, and TokyoTreat is one of them. Boxu is the other one. I feel like I've been doing the TokyoTreat thing for 10 months now, so this is our 10th box. And I feel like it's been a really, really good experience. I've seen some of the Boxu stuff, and I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming compared to this one. And this one is like more actual local Japan snacks compared to what the other box has. There's another partner box with this one, I think, called Sakurako. Sakurako, I did not quite last year, but maybe. Well, actually, no. I think a little bit of it was last year too. But Sakurako is a fancier box for about the same price as this one. So check those out. Not sponsored, by the way. I wish I was, but not sponsored. Check them out if you haven't seen them yet. But anyway, so pamphlet. Let's go to the pamphlet really quick because I like looking through these. So Osaka. When you think of Osaka, you probably think of Dotenbori, the giant octopus, the giant crab statue, and there's a bunch of other gigantic, what do you call this? Fixtures on buildings and stuff. I've had 6 months of Sakurako for Christmas. It was really fun. Yeah, that was actually really good. It's also what do you call this? Very heavy into sweets and definitely more wagashi than than this box. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, but when you think of Osaka, you're probably thinking mostly of Dotenbori, and Dotenbori really is, if you've played or seen any Yakuza games, Dotenbori is what Sotenbori is based off of, and what Sotenbori looks like is probably what Dotenbori actually looks like. Now, okay, I will say this: I've only been to one part of Dotenbori, and I don't really remember which part it was, and so I can't confirm or deny if it looks like that in real life. But then again, when we did Yakuza 0, that was 80 Dotenbori versus 2019. So I don't know how different it was back then compared to now. Might have been really different. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, so this one's mine. Little preview of the snacks we're going to go through today, and we're just going to go through that. But Osaka is south of Tokyo, for like right over here, and also right next to Kyoto. So if you're going to Japan to either Osaka or Kyoto, you can actually visit both of them pretty easily. I think they're like connected by train for about 30 minutes, so it's a short 30-minute ride between the two of them. Not even a bullet train, just a regular train. That's how close they are. So yeah, good day trip between one or the other. Just pick a spot where you want to stay. Me personally, I would say if you want to be around more food, probably stay in Osaka. But if you want to be in a slightly quieter place, Kyoto or somewhere around near Kyoto might be a good idea. Just saying. Just saying. Osaka. So you've probably seen the running Glico Man over here. I don't think I actually saw the running Glico Man. At least I wasn't in the part of Dotenbori where I saw that. So that was a bummer. Also, you would probably have to be you would have to be there at night to probably be able to see some of these lights and stuff. When I was there, it was, I think, midday, around, midday, lunch, afternoon, like early afternoon kind of thing. And there was a idol group, some sort of idol group at the bottom of one of the bridges. And I think they were masked. They had masks on, a masked idol group. I'm not exactly sure who they were. But yeah, they were doing their thing at the bottom of the bridge and stuff like that, and it was kind of interesting to see. There were definitely a lot of people watching. I didn't. So apparently, you can also take boat tours in Dotenbori, the river canal thing over there. But I've never actually seen it myself, so can't confirm. Hey Ruka, how's your day been? Hey KDG, welcome. Day's been pretty good so far. I'm just a little tired from everything I've done today. But otherwise, we're gonna chill right now and go through the pamphlet really quick and then try some Osaka snacks. Yeah. Okay, so that's probably what you know about Osaka. There's a lot of good food over there. Apparently really good cheap food too. Takoyaki, probably one of the most famous. There's also kushikatsu, which is like breaded, like little bites of mushrooms, cheese sticks, vegetables, shrimp. I don't think they do meat other than chicken. Maybe, question mark, I'm not exactly sure. I've never had the kushikatsu myself. I feel like I've actually had kushikatsu somewhere else, but I didn't recognize it as kushikatsu, so I can't actually say if it was actually kushikatsu or not. Also, if you're into Japanese comedy, apparently a lot of comedians have their start in Osaka with the manzai stuff. If you are familiar with Toho, you probably heard of the Toho M1 Grand Prix. If you've heard of that one, it's kind of it's like basically two-man comedy, stand-up two-man comedy. They do like skits, and it's based on the manzai comedy, the slapstick comedy that they have in Osaka specifically, but I think it's just a Kansai thing in general. And yeah, they do have a little theater for that if you want to see live performances and stuff. But takoyaki's good. Takoyaki good. John Yokocho. I don't think I've ever heard of John Yokocho. I'm gonna have to try to visit there at one point. It looks like it's a shopping district. There's a bunch of those shopping districts in basically anywhere you go, and I think this one is specifically the one in Osaka that's kind of famous. Like in Tokyo, there's Ame Yokocho. That's the more famous one. I think there's a few others. Like there's definitely in any decently sized neighborhood with in most decently sized neighborhoods, there's going to be some sort of marketplace for the locals there because everything's like built pretty tight. Okay, so we're gonna get some chocolate breads. It looks pretty interesting. I'm expecting these to be slightly on the firmer side, but we have some little chocolate breads here in a little box. Retro corn puffs. We got more corn puffs. I think this one has a little bit of seaweed thing on it. Yeah, it looks like it has aonori seaweed, the green seaweed flakes. Potato fry, more potato snacks in fry style. I don't think I've seen any of these brands before. Okay, oh yeah. Speaking of which, someone last time asked if I ever got some of the snacks back, like so TokyoTreat has a little shop, online shop where you can get some of the snacks that you want to eat again from the boxes. I tried looking for some of the stuff that I wanted to see if they just sold, and some of the more obscure brands they just don't sell on there. So if you really wanted to get some of the more obscure brands that are actually really good, you're gonna have to actually go to Japan and find a grocery store for them, because otherwise it's just not, you can't get them online. It's really hard to get, but they should be really cheap once you're actually in Japan. Yeah, just gonna be a thing. Takoyaki flavored snack mix. What is this? Peanuts and little rice puffs. Oh, that's what this is. I see. Osaka takoyaki senbei. Apparently we're gonna getting a lot of takoyaki flavored snacks. Now the thing about takoyaki, I don't think there's any particular flavor for takoyaki. Takoyaki is just the balls, and it's like really gooey in the inside. That's usually some people like it really gooey, some people don't. If you get Gindako is like I think a takoyaki chain store, and Gindako's everywhere. It's not just in Osaka. There's definitely one in Tokyo somewhere. Their takoyaki is a bit firmer, I believe. I've had them once and I remember being in the firmer side, but if you get takoyaki from like a food stall, or maybe even in Osaka, but a food stall generally, it's going to be a little bit more gooey. So and whenever I make them at home, it's definitely a bit more gooey. I like it that way though. I like it that way. But we're getting a lot of takoyaki stuff. We got some rice puffs and we got some senbei. Looks like the senbei though is more of a chip style than just a single senbei, so it's gonna be different. Oh yeah, if you ever go to Osaka, you can go to Universal Studios Japan. I don't know what part of Osaka that is in, but just like Disney Sea, be prepared to face very, very long lines. FYI. Very long lines, very busy place. Never been to either one of those. I'm going to avoid theme parks as much as possible. But I feel like if you're going to go to a theme park in Japan, between Disney Sea and Universal Studios Japan, go to Universal Studios Japan, because at least Universal Studios Japan has anime stuff in there. I don't think Disney has any anime stuff in there. It's just the usual Disney stuff. But if you're a huge One Piece fan, you can find the One Piece related rides and whatnot in Universal Studios Japan. There's also, I guess they also have a few other ones I didn't think they would have. I guess there's a Spy Family. There's a Spy Family thing over there too. But that's probably going to be a limited run, so not sure how long that's going to last. Okay, with each box of this, we get a Kit Kat. This time we get orange Kit Kat. I am curious how this is gonna work out. We've had fruit Kit Kats before. We had the lemon. We've had the melon and lemon. We've had strawberry for sure. But I don't think we've had orange. Or this is gonna be the first time I've had orange flavored chocolate anything. I know in the States there's this like ball that looks like an orange and it's chocolate. I never actually tried that before. I know some people like that. I've just never tried it, so I can't say how it tastes. But we'll at least find out what this one tastes, I think. Melon soda, yes, and this one is from Kobe. So Kobe from Osaka is not that close, not as close as Kyoto anyway. I think it's about an hour or an hour and a half, somewhere around that zone. 1 hour to 1 hour and a half from either Osaka or Kyoto. Probably closer to Osaka than it is Kyoto. But Kobe, you know Kobe's Kobe beef. Had some Kobe beef over there, and it was pretty good. Had mine sukiyaki style, not the steak. A lot of people like to get their steak. They recommend getting it steak, but sukiyaki tends to be cheaper and easier on your stomach if you're if you're worried about being overwhelmed by how fatty it is. And we've had wagyu, like actual A5 wagyu on this stream before, on this channel before, and holy crap, if the wagyu I had on the stream was that oily and heavy, the one in Kobe is also going to be equally, or it's going to be a different kind of heaviness compared to what we had, but it's still good. It is worth it if you can ever get a chance to do that. But anyway, melon soda from Kobe. I'm not sure why specifically Kobe. Only a 13-minute bullet train ride. It says 13 minutes. I guess it was not as far as I thought it would be. Maybe it was because I took a regular train. That's probably what it was. Oh, that would explain things. It's been a while. I forgot how I got there. I still have my train ticket. So one of these days, when we finally get around to doing the Japan Talk stuff again, I will show you my train tickets, and then we'll go from there. So I guess we're also getting some melon panda cookies, though I'm pretty sure you can get this in most places, the melon panda stuff. Or at least just melon cookies in general. We'll see though. Don't remember it quite too well. Mike's popcorn, ume flavor, oh no. The ume flavor comes back. I thought we were done with the ume stuff when Sakura season was over. But no, we're getting ume flavored popcorn. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of popcorn. The only popcorn I so far am able to eat is caramel corn. And I'm kind of picky about my caramel corn. Like, there's only certain brands of caramel corn I like. And it has to be not like super burnt. And it has to be like smooth caramel. This one though, we got ume flavor on the caramel, and I'm not quite sure how this is gonna go. We've had ume chips before, so I think it'll be okay if I just keep that in mind, but ume popcorn is gonna be different. Yeah, they can't keep getting away with this, can't they? Oh, okonomiyaki senbei. Okay, so okonomiyaki senbei I have seen before. You can get this in the souvenir shops almost anywhere in Osaka, but I think you can get them. The easiest place to get these are the train station in Osaka. Maybe not even Osaka. You can probably get these in Kyoto too, but easiest to get them in Osaka. The okonomiyaki senbei. I feel like I've had these before. I may have gotten these before. They were okay. They were okay, but we're getting one in this box. So I'm gonna remember the flavor, or it's gonna be different from the one I remember. But I have gotten them before, for sure. I feel like I've gotten them before. Kinryu ramen. What is Kinryu ramen? Ryu is dragon, golden dragon ramen. Osaka's iconic dragon noodles. I didn't realize they had a specific noodle over there. What kind of noodles is this? Let's see. I need to prop myself up a bit. Tonkatsu pork broth ramen. And I guess the toppings are a little bit different. So they have chashu, the beef chashu, negi, more negi. I guess there's marinated negi over here, some bean sprouts, and I can't tell if this is kimchi or something else, but I don't think I've seen it specifically though. But there is the Kinryu ramen shop. I didn't realize this existed. So another place I have to put on the list next time I hit up there. Not this trip, sadly. Another trip. But I'm not sure why they showed us this and then gave us the tonkatsu vegetarian ramen. And this time I'm gonna have a special topping for the ramen this time because I made some toppings. It wasn't necessarily for the stream, but I made some toppings for myself, and I figured, hey, why not? Why not? Let's put it on the ramen when we actually do that. Osaka's Delaware grape gummies. Delaware grape? Why Delaware specifically? Why Delaware specifically? Delaware grapes were brought to Osaka around 150 years ago. Really? I didn't even know about that. I mean, it's gummy. It's grape gummy, so you either love it or hate it. But in general, I feel like the grape gummies in Japan are pretty good. So this might be really good. Peach pastilles. I'm guessing these are little peach candies. Not necessarily gummies, but this is from Lotte, so this should be a little bit easier to find than the Delaware grape gummies at least. Lifeguard soft candy. Electric yellow Japanese drink, Lifeguard. I have never heard of this brand. I think someone mentioned Long Man before. This is not the same thing, but for some reason remind me of Long Man, the Lifeguard soft candy. Okay, we'll see what that's about. We're also getting some banana. Oh, we're also getting some banana marshmallows apparently. That'll be interesting. Banana marshmallow. Marshmallow is good. Banana is fine. Lifeguard, yeah. Have you had Lifeguard before? Because I never heard of it. As far as energy drinks are concerned, the only two I know of are Aquarius and Pocari. Both are equally good. But but I don't think I've ever heard of Lifeguard. Lifeguard's a new one to me. Yeah, banana marshmallow. Welcome, Regress. Welcome. Okay, and more scenes from Osaka. So here's the thing. Go to Dotenbori at night if you want to see all the lights. Otherwise, go in the morning or I guess closer to lunch or the afternoon if you just want to, just roam around, check out what's happening. Also, I guess the best time to go to Dotenbori at night is if you're actually staying in Osaka, not necessarily Kyoto. But yeah, if you stay in Kyoto and you go to Dotenbori at night, I guess it wouldn't hurt you too much. It's just a 30-minute train trip anyway, so that's not too bad. I have been trying to find it, but no Asian markets by me carry it. I think it will be very hard to find it in any Asian place. I feel like I know there's like a Japanese grocery store up in New York or something. I forget what their name is, but I know there's one up there. If you can find that store, maybe they have one there, but I don't think I've seen it even online. So unless I just haven't been looking at the right words and stuff, I don't think I've been seeing it online. It definitely was not in the tiny Japanese konbini / grocery store that I usually went to in Austin. So definitely not. Dotenbori's legendary landmarks. Glico Running Man. Did not see it. Did not see it. Don't know what to tell you. I was in the wrong part of Dotenbori. I didn't even see. Actually, did I see the giant crab? I think I saw the giant crab, but I don't remember seeing the Glico Man. Sadly, I was at the wrong bridge. I was just at the wrong bridge. Koi Dao, this guy. This guy with the drums and the clown hat and the red and white. I may have seen them. I probably went through the shop that this guy was in front of, but I'm gonna have to look at my pictures. Maybe I need to make the Japan Talk stuff a weekly thing, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to schedule that. Kyoto though, right next to Osaka, very close. Why are we talking about Kyoto when this is supposed to be about Osaka? Anyway, we're gonna be talking about Kyoto at some point on a Japan Talk stream. Just gotta figure out when to actually schedule the darn thing. But yeah. Fushimi Inari, recommended, highly recommended. Seeing a geisha, I'm not sure how you would do that, to be honest. So if you know, please enlighten us. But Inari, always a good place to go to, especially on your first trip to Japan. Go all the way to the top, you won't regret it. Okay, I think that's it for the pamphlet. Let's actually get to the snacks. It wasn't a game I played, so I really want to try it. Really, what game was it? What game was it? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Definitely haven't heard of it. Get a little water first. In a sec. I also need to mute my cough here once in a while because I feel like coughing. I don't want you to hear the nasty cough sounds that I have sometimes. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. All right. Now we can talk a little easier. Okay, so we have the orange Kit Kat. That's gonna go to the side. Also, tell me guys, if you see, do you see any like little scan lines, electric lines going through the screen? Because I see it on my side, but I don't know if you guys see that too, or it might just be on my side. World's End Club. Oh, I've heard of World's End Club. I'm gonna have to just check that out again. Okay, so here's the popcorn. This is gonna be pretty interesting. We'll probably start with this one. It's okay. So apparently the popcorn has some cabbage. I think that's what it says, or it equals to cabbage. Someone good at Japanese, please tell me. Actually, no. Let me do a Google Translate on that. Google Lens. If you can't read what's on your menu and they don't have an English menu, Google Lens is your. Google Lens, it helps a lot. What does it actually say? Plenty of dietary fiber. About 1.5 pieces of lettuce. Okay, so it doesn't mean it has cabbage. It's got the fiber of cabbage or lettuce, I guess. Interesting way to advertise this. Okay, and here we have I think this is the takoyaki senbei. Pretty neat packaging. Pretty cute packaging. Fries. Got the fries here with the very olden style samurai space ranger guy. We got the peach pastilles. Wow, the packaging this time around looks really good compared to the previous ones. I mean, not to say that the previous packagings and previous boxes were bad, but for some reason this pops out to me a little bit more than usual. Yeah, Google Lens is amazing. It might not be always accurate, but it's good for what it is. It helps you get an idea. Oh, this is interesting. This is the snack, the peanut snack with the little rice puffs. Okay, we also have, here is the lifeguard candy. We're definitely gonna probably do this nearer the end because I don't want to be dealing with sugar stuff at the beginning. Okay. That's a lot smaller than I was thinking for the marshmallow, but I think I should have expected that. Okay, I can tell you now, I definitely have had this before. I have had this before. You can get this in a souvenir box in the train station. And this is like one of many. TokyoTreat did say that they give like full servings of whatever packaged stuff it is, but I will tell you, I think you can get like a box of 12 or 24 of these things, and I forgot how much they cost. I want to say they're about $1 each, or about roughly $1 each or less for one of these things. But yeah, souvenir shop Japan for sure. Here's the panda snacks. We also have the bread. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start this time around. I think I kind of want to start with the popcorn though. Oh, okay, this is different. Oh wow, okay, so usually we get cup ramen. We usually get cup ramen for our snack boxes, but what did they give us this time? They gave us a freaking an entire pack of actual ramen. What the heck? Okay, I was not prepared for this. I am going to have to get I'm gonna have to get a bowl or something to cook this, but that's gonna be later. That's gonna be for later. Was not prepared for that. Okay, So actually, let me get the bowl right now so that it's ready for when we do it. And yeah, sorry about this. Let me get it really quick. Actually, I'm gonna one up myself, and we're gonna use something else. I'll show it to you later once we get to it. But wow, TokyoTreat, really? An entire actual pack? All right, so let's go and start with the popcorn because I want to get the ume out of the way. That's really all I want. That's the only reason why we're starting with this. So the Mike's, oh, interesting. Mike's popcorn is made by Frito-Lay. So this is a Frito-Lay product. I didn't realize they did popcorn. Well, I guess they would do it for Japan, huh? Japan has all the interesting products from the usual food brands and stuff. It's I don't know what to think about it. It's kind of amazing on one end, but it's like, wow, really? Why don't we get something like that? The Frito-Lay betrayal, indeed. What does the back look like? I kind of like looking at the back to see what else we have. So they have a Is this the same popcorn? Oh wait, this is a different popcorn. Let me get the Google Lens out. Let me get the Google Lens out, and let's see what the back says over here. Oh, it's not clear enough for you. No, that's not what I want. I want to translate. Okay, so reading from Google Lens, this says, the golden ratio of deliciousness, 3 levels of addictive taste. Bonito, wait, is this the same thing? Bonito, liquor, so I guess they add sake in here too, and plum. Interesting. They definitely like their dashi. That's why the bonito is there. Sake though, I wasn't expecting sake. Really, Frito-Lay? You use fancy ingredients like that? Wow. Wow, what the heck? Fiber in one bag contains 4.1 grams. Because it's popcorn. I mean, popcorn has a lot of fiber to begin with. You don't think about it, but I guess it does. But each serving is 1.5, and how many servings are in here? One serving is 45 grams, or is this an entire bag? No, entire bag I think is 45 grams. Anyway, let's open it. You can open it. I don't want this to pop out everywhere. It is actually surprisingly not as airy as your usual chip bag, so it has minimal air. Minimal air. Okay, let me try. There's gotta be a technique for this. Oh, I think I got it. Gotta open it this way so I can reseal it later. We cannot open it like through the thing over here. Oh, come on. You are... I guess even the Frito-Lay packaging is very tight. Let me see. Oh crap! Ah! What was that? Oh, okay. No, I just stepped on the I just stepped on the pamphlet. Nothing big. Nothing big. Okay. Well, gonna have to snap. Okay, just one little snap. There we go. At least I can still close it up. That's a good thing. All right, popcorn. Oh, actually the ume flavor isn't quite so strong. I barely actually smell it. That's surprising. They were kind of hyping it up with the bonito and the sake and the ume. But if you look at this thing, let me bring it closer down here. Bring it closer down here. Enhance. Okay, enhance. So you can kind of, it's like regular popcorn, but you can kind of see little pieces of red, I think, maybe, if the light's not if the light's not drowning it out. Let's see. Is it drowning it out too much? You can probably kind of see little pieces of red on the popcorn itself, which is like the ume flavoring. Not a whole lot of crunch. Ooh. That flavor. Wait, hold on. The ume's not strong, but when I bite this thing, if I didn't know what was in it, I wouldn't think too much about it. I would just say it has a lot of umami, which is a word I don't like using a whole lot because it sounds so cringy, but it's an actual thing. But anyway, the thing is, the bonito like has a really, really nice taste on this popcorn. It's amazing. You don't really taste it until you actually get down to the actual popcorn throughout, but I don't know, they didn't soak this, did they? I'm not tasting the sake. You're probably not supposed to taste the sake. It's probably like a compliment or something, but there's the... Okay, so here's what I'm tasting. As soon as you get to the popcorn, okay, there's like a little tinge and a wash of ume flavor coming from this. If you're not used to ume flavor, this will probably not be too bad for you. Like it's a good ume flavor starter. It's not very strong, but after that, it's like a whole wave of bonito flavor. And if you didn't realize it was bonito flavor, you would just think it was like super savory. But because we read the back, because we read the back of the packaging, I can say, holy crap, the bonito flavor in here is actually pretty good if you're into that. It's like they use like some amount of dashi, but I don't think it's like soaked or anything. It's probably like dashi powder ? But that's actually really good. I'm surprised. I'm not a fan of popcorn in general, but if it's flavored like this, that's good. That's good. No need for cheese powder for this one. No need for extra salt. No need for butter. Do not put any butter on this thing. Just eat it as is. It's super good. Look this up, guys. Mike popcorn. That is what you're looking for. Mike popcorn. And if you try it, let me know in the comments of this video / stream after the fact, and tell me how you like it, because this is actually really good. I'm actually surprised. Okay, set that aside for now. I need... You know what? I kind of want to save the okonomiyaki for later. Let's go for one of the more cheaper ones. Our samurai space ranger from the 50s, basically. Nothing too interesting about this. But this compared to a Jagariko, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Jagariko, to be honest. It's a little too smooth for me. So maybe this will be a little bit different. Is this a new favorite for you? The popcorn? Yeah, the popcorn actually is a pretty good favorite. I wouldn't say this is as good as the seaweed potato chips that we had a while back. The special edition seaweed potato chips. That was super good. That was extremely good. I feel like this is a close second though. This is a pretty good second as far as salty snacks are concerned. So yeah, impressed. Very impressed. Okay, not expecting too much out of this. Some people's childhood potato snacks. So I kind of want to see what's in this. Oh, what's spilled? Okay, that's fine. Very potato-y, like actually very potato-y. Nothing else. Well, potato-y and salty. You can kind of see it here. And there's nothing too special about this. It kind of looks like one of those tapioca chips that you might have also from different other Asian snacks, but it smells potato. It tastes potato. It's a good amount of salt. Surprisingly, surprisingly good amount of salt. Very well balanced salt flavor. It's not too salty. It's not under seasoned. It's actually pretty addictive. Would you need ketchup in this one? I don't think it would help, but I wouldn't stop you from doing it. Oh wow, that's surprising. They sure like to pack a lot of flavor into these small things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This one is actually pretty good. It's pretty good for a light fry snack. And you know how usually when you eat potato chips, you just keep eating more and more and more because it just doesn't feel that satisfying, but you get a little bit addicted to this. I feel like after you eat an entire thing of this, you're gonna be more than satisfied despite how small this packaging is. Yeah, this is actually surprising. Pretty good. Nice job, Space Samurai Man. Nice job. Okay, I needed something a little bit sweet. We actually, surprisingly, usually we get a lot of sweet stuff in these boxes. This time we have a lot of salty, savory stuff, and it's probably because we're going through Osaka this time that we're getting that. I kind of want to save the bourbon though. Okay, you know what? Let's go for the. I'll save this for later because I like the packaging, so I'm gonna save that for later. Let's go for the banana. Let's go for the marshmallow banana with, for some reason, a native style marshmallow banana. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but it's Japan. They do weird stuff. Nothing too interesting in the back. It's just green and yellow. I'm just gonna open this up normally, and I'm not sure what to make of this. This is what the packaging looks like. I was expecting like a marshmallow tube style, and we get something that kind of looks like a small bit of Twinkie. A little piece of the outside came off, and I tasted it, and it tastes like a very artificial banana flavor. But if you like that, I think this is for you. I'm okay with it. I know some people tend to overreact and like, hey, artificial flavors. No, I'm okay with it. I like junk food, okay? I like junk food. As long as it's not artificial cherry flavor, we're good to go. But this is very soft, as expected, marshmallow. And if we break this in half, it's pretty much marshmallow with banana flavored coating. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It did what it said. It did what it said. Is it particularly good? I don't know. It's okay. Oh, there's also a little bit of chocolate in the middle. You can probably see a little bit of a chocolate spot, like a dark spot in the middle. I guess it's gone now. But there's a little bit of chocolate. I think, is there nuts here too? I can't tell. It's not bad. It's pretty good for what it is. If these things cost like 50 yen to 100 yen each, I'd probably like buy a bag of them. Just to munch on whenever. But it's also kind of sweet. It's on the sweet side. Not super sweet side. Junk food is sometimes the best food. It is the best food. It's also super bad for you. But, you know, if you just want... The thing about junk food that I like is... Junk food just gives you that satisfaction of having a lot of flavor in a very, very small... in a very, very small piece of bite that real food just cannot do. Like, you overloaded with sugar, you overloaded with salt, you overloaded with other flavors just to get that one flavor you really, really want. The one flavor that you really, really like. And that's what junk food does. At least for me. That's what it does. And this one, as far as banana chocolate marshmallow goes, I think it's fair. I think it's good. It's not bad. It's not great. But it did what it promised, so I'm okay with that. That was super sweet though. I definitely need something salty. What is this one? So this is the corn puff with seaweed. Nothing too interesting in the back, so because of that, this makes me feel like this is one of those other childhood snacks. And you can probably tell it's a childhood snack because there's nothing too it's like it's got one of those funky designs on here that you would probably never see stateside. Just saying, you're never gonna see the stateside. You're gonna have to go to a Japanese grocery store to get this one. Okay, green though. With the green seaweed, I'm hoping this is actually gonna be super tasty. But how tasty, we don't know. Nice. Very nice savory smell. Coming from the bag, and you can kind of see the little nuggets in here. So we have some very heavily seasoned nuggets. You can see the dark brown, some dark brown coatings on this thing, and they're just. Are they all like that, or is it a particular one? I think it's just a particular one because some of these other ones don't quite have it. They do have. They're kind of on the oily side and maybe not heavily coated by that green seaweed as the packaging would have you believe. the amount of green seaweed on here versus the packaging, not a lot. Very puffy boys, yeah. Okay, let's try one now. Not bad. Very nice texture. There's a weird, what do you call this? Sourness to this. Is it, oh, you know what this, well, let me double check what this is supposed to be. I think if this is supposed to be partly takoyaki flavored, but that's probably what the sourness is coming from. No, it just says retro corn puffs. Retro corn pops, crunchy, addictive. Infused with flavor of the sauce used on Osaka street food. Ah, okay, so that's what it is. Yeah, this is the sauce they use in okonomiyaki and takoyaki. It's like, what is that flavor? It's like okonomi sauce. That's what it is. That's why there's a sour tinge to it. I think they use like apricots or something for most of their okonomi sauce. I'm not entirely sure, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. I wouldn't say it's up there, but for a puffy corn snack, that tastes a little bit different than your usual corn snack. Pretty good. You can probably, I think, no, you can't really approximate this. I was about to say, if you had like some Cheetos and you put okonomi sauce around it, you might get the same effect, but no, you really can't. Because Cheetos has way too much cheese powder on there for the okonomi sauce to overcome. It's just gonna make a weird mix unless you like the takoyaki and cheese flavor mix. You could probably do it that way. Not sure how it's gonna turn out, but you could probably do it that way. It's not bad though. It definitely tastes like Osaka, with the amount of sauce flavoring they put on there. Not sure if that makes sense, but that's what I can say about that. Let's see. Oh, I kind of want to save this for last, but it is a tiny little package of melon bread. But why is it so thin? Why is it so thin? It's supposed to be, I guess it is a cookie or something. But it's like a melon panda. Actual melon flavor, probably. They have a little tic-tac-toe on here in the back. Now, I can't really play tic-tac-toe with you guys. It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to do on stream like this. But apparently, here's an X. I'll give you guys the X. And the melon is the circle where we have our starting positions. And we're going to both end up in a tie. Because that's just how tic-tac-toe works. Well, who would start all the way up here? I don't know. There's probably a bad starting spot. Because you got X here. Got circle here, and then you put another X here or X here, and then you put circle here, and then you put X here, and then you put circle here, and then we just tie, and tic-tac-toe needs to be at least connect 4. At least connect 4. Okay, let's open this. Oh, how do I open this without breaking the thing? Okay, that's okay. Okay, so it is a cookie. It is a cookie. Oh, whoa. Okay, it didn't break. It didn't break. So it is a panda cookie. Very nice looking panda cookie, by the way. Here's the back side. You can see how thin it is. Very, very thin. Has a actually pretty nice melon flavored melon scent to it. It's got the, I'm not sure what they use. Probably some kind of melon flavored infused oil, kind of like, you know, like your what is that called? Vanilla. It's probably like a kind of like a vanilla type thing, but except it's melon. It's not bad. It's not bad melon flavor. It's not very strong. I kind of have like just a good whiff of it to actually smell it, but it's cute. How does it taste though? The panda broke apart into pieces. It's very soft apparently. I'm not sure how it survived the packaging. Oh, it tastes like a butter cookie. It's actually a very nice butter cookie with a very light melon flavor. It's not overwhelming, but it's there. This is a butter cookie. It's a really cute butter cookie. I don't know where you would get this, but because of the way this packaging is, I assume you would get like a big box of this, and there's going to be like several of these there. I've never seen these before, so we might. I don't think they're in the souvenir shops. I feel like they're not in the souvenir shops. Maybe a grocery store. It's not bad if you like butter cookies and want a little different flavor to your butter cookies, like a light melon flavor. This would be it. The melon flavor is not too strong, so don't expect like full on melon, but it is there. It will linger for a little bit, but as a butter cookie, it's not bad. It's very soft though, so just be careful about that. That's cute. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. And it actually did. It actually did. Maybe not the best thing in the world, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, I need some salt. We don't usually get salty on stream, but I need some salt. Oh, we are saving the good stuff for later. So that's a plus. Let's see. You know what? Let's go and do this right now. I'm very curious if this is what I remember. There's no. Okay, so here's the thing with this packaging. You see what you're supposed to get up front, and there's nothing in the back. Do you know why there's nothing in the back? Because this comes from a souvenir box. That's why there's nothing on the back. No information. The information is on the box, and we don't have the box. And I don't think I ever saved the box I had before. I save a lot of souvenir boxes, but I don't think I saved this one if I ever had one. Oh crap, it's in pieces. Well, that affects things already. Okay, it's already in pieces. Not a good start. Not a good start. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I think... I can't give you a smell test because it's kind of broken apart and very hard to... Okay, I don't want to spill this everywhere, but if you look at this, our okonomiyaki senbei is kind of... Oh, okay. It's just kind of spilling apart everywhere. If we try to reconstruct this like we would do in a crime scene, this is like a senbei crime scene right now. You can kind of see that the bottom was very, very flat. One of the few times you want the bottom to be very, very flat is in a senbei. And the top has a decent amount of stuff on it. I'm not sure what this red stuff is. I think this... Oh yeah, okay. So we do have little shrimp bits, like the shell parts of shrimps. If you're not used to eating crispy shrimp shells, it's good. It's good if it's fried right or grilled right. Eat some more shrimp shells. It's good for you. Looks like we also have some little bits of dehydrated cabbages and some other, I don't know what this is, little rice puffs. I think we have some rice puffs, cabbages, and little shrimpies here. But the actual senbei is broken into tiny little pieces, so I can't show you what it looks like other than what was already in the packaging. So I'm gonna be eating this entire thing anyway. Wow, that was cabbage. And a little bit of shrimp. Wow, the shrimp flavor. Okay, since this is actual shrimp, the shrimp flavor is gonna be pretty strong. It's not salty. The shrimp flavor is like a bit on the sweet side. They probably put a little bit of sugar on the shrimp. That's my guess. But I taste a lot of cabbage. Cabbage or... It's either cabbage or lettuce. Well, I'm not sure what it is, but this is so broken up. I'm a little disappointed I couldn't show you what the full thing looks like. But it's basically... I feel like this is basically okonomiyaki batter. Except they dried or fried this okonomiyaki batter. And pretty much packaged it this way. So it would... I think it would be like authentic okonomiyaki. But it's okonomiyaki senbei. And if you ask me which is better, this or the actual thing, get the actual thing. Get the actual thing. I feel like if you just want the taste of okonomiyaki, this is not going to do it. Honestly, this is probably not going to do it. Because okonomiyaki is so much more than just the flavor. It's the texture, it's the gooiness, it's the heaviness, everything. Okonomiyaki is supposed to make you full, like, and it's not really about it's not really a flavor thing. I don't care how flavorful the cabbage and shrimp is. When I eat okonomiyaki, Hiroshima style or Osaka style, I don't care about the flavor of the cabbage or the shrimp. I just want the whole package in my mouth and munching on it. That's what I want. Flavor wise, it's not bad, but it's definitely not. I feel like you could do a whole lot better with this. I'm just gonna munch everything. Yeah, you could do a whole lot better. I'm not sure about the senbei stuff. It's nice as a gift. I probably wouldn't buy it as anything else though. There's supposed to be corn here too, but I didn't taste any corn. I just tasted cabbage. Not even green onion, it's just cabbage. What the heck? It's not bad, but it's definitely would rate pretty low. Pretty low overall. Let's see, sweet stuff. We're gonna get to the good sweet stuff eventually. Okay, I guess it's time for bread. Bourbon bread with I guess this is cookie bread. I'm expecting hard cookie. I don't think it's gonna be soft. They say it's gonna be soft. But I'm expecting hard cookie. I just can't imagine these little things to be on the soft side. We have a little easy pull tab this time, which is nice. Very nice. Just a sec. Let me check something really quick. Okay, I'll take that out later. Okay, so little pull tab. Here's our packaging. Kind of looks like one of those. Has anyone here had the Hello Panda or Koala snacks? It kind of looks like that. The way this packaging reminds me of the way, like, you know, have the box on the outside and then the little foil. I miss Hello Panda. I can't get them around here. If I get them around here, they cost like double what they usually cost. Okay, but this is bread. Ooh. It does smell a little bit like the Hello Panda, but more bready. More bready. And a little bit more chocolatey. With the Hello Panda, you can't really smell the chocolate. You just kind of smell the hard cookie. But here you can smell a little bit of bread and chocolate, which is interesting. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple of these first. So we have the bread here. Ah, don't fall. Don't fall. And so the bread looks like exactly what it is in the package. We'll see what the inside looks like. And they're actually soft? What? Oh, they're actually soft. Look how squishy this is. It's not a cookie. It's actual mini bread. What? Okay, I'm already impressed. I'm already impressed. how's it actually gonna taste though? I wonder. But I'm already impressed. It's actually squishy. Because I was so ready for this to be hard cookie. All right. There's not gonna be a crunch, but oh, that's kind of stale. It's on the verge of being stale, but it is squishy. So, what can I say about that? Here's the bite, by the way. Here's the choco bite. Here's the bread. You can see how squishy the bread is. It's relatively squishy, but it's on the verge of being stale. And the inside is like the dry chocolate kind of thing, which is not bad, but it's definitely not as like this. Though I think what you can do is microwave these. Microwave or pop them into the air fryer or oven. So the thing, or and then like what do you call it? And then just heat it up a little bit, and then maybe it'll turn into this. I think you can do that. Did they actually recommend that? Let me see. There's a little thing here on the side. Let me see that first. What does this thing on the side say? Camera. What does it say? Check out the Choco Anpan brand site too. That's not what I expected you to actually say. Meshi agare. Nope, they don't really say that, but I suspect that you can pop into the microwave and the inside will melt a little bit and maybe a little bit more gooey. Not as gooey as this, not as gooey as that, but it'll be a little bit more gooey. I've had that once. I like the manga printed on them. Ah, okay. But overall, it's not bad. Definitely heat it up though, because like I said, it's a little bit on the stale side. But it is soft, and you can kind of like break it apart. It's not gonna like crumble to pieces. Just heat them up if you want gooey chocolate and maybe slightly softer bread. Here's what I was about to say. I think apparently the microwaves in Japan, you can actually bake with them also. Like when they say microwave oven, we call microwaves microwave ovens, right? But apparently the ones in Japan, you can actually use it as an oven. So they don't have like the full scale ovens that a lot of people in North America do. But they can use the microwave as an oven, and it works basically the same. You just have a smaller capacity. I don't think our microwaves can be used for baking, though a lot of people like to make cake mugs, like mugs, cakes in mugs. A lot of people like to do that. I don't think it turns out the same way, but it's probably kind of the same thing. It's not like controlled temperature or anything like that. It's a little bit hard to control. But you can probably do that too. Interesting. I'm gonna have to try heating this up later and see how it works. Not bad, but maybe heating up will work. Oh. Good thing there's more. Okay. We're gonna get to the ramen soon. I want to get to the ramen soon because I'm very curious how the full-size ramen's gonna work out. Which is what's funny about the full-size ramen though is the topping I made for my other stuff will make much more sense in this context than it will for the usual cup ramen. Okay, I'm very curious about this takoyaki senbei. So let's try some takoyaki senbei. Oh, before opening. Front, very cute. Back, apparently they have a line. So if you use line, you can check the QR code out. Here's the QR code for anyone who's doing that. Expiration date, October 21. October 21. Lots of takoyaki stuff. And it feels like there's a resealable. What do you call it? There's a resealable thing here, so opening it up as they want you to is okay for this in general. Okay. Yeah, it's resealable. There's a bunch of senbei. There's also the what do you call this thing? The dehydrating thing, the moisture absorbing thing. Very light takoyaki smell, but Probably because it's not seasoned too heavily. Okay, let's pick a couple of these out. I see one that's heavily seasoned. So I see this one is very heavily seasoned, that you can see at the top and bottom. And this one is this one is not quite as seasoned, so that'll be interesting. So senbei, usually when I think of senbei, I think of the flat, perfect disc. We don't have that here. This is more like potato chips, but it's not a potato chip. It's something else. I mean, it's probably still rice. It's probably still rice, but it's more curved than I'm usually seeing what a senbei is. Anyway, let's try the not so flavored one first. Nice crunch, definitely rice. I tasted that. Flavor's a bit on the light side, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's not under seasoned despite that one being on the lighter side. The senbei itself is pretty good. So the senbei itself being good is just good for the entire thing in general. The seasoning, though, didn't really taste much seasoning there. I think I've tasted a little bit of a seaweed? Question mark? This does have seaweed on here, so I'm not imagining that. I taste mainly seaweed and the senbei, not really tasting the takoyaki itself. Though if there is any takoyaki flavor, and I'm not talking about the sauce, I'm talking about actual takoyaki, it's very faint. It's very faint, but I mainly taste rice and seaweed. Everything else is too light for me to pick up and see how well it works together. Crunchy though, very crunchy, so that the crunch is good. Flavor wise might be a little bit under delivering, but other than that, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, what else, what do we have left? We have two really good sweets and ramen and this thing. Somehow the peanut survived to this long, and the lifeguard. So I think I need to start cooking the ramen, and then we'll work our way through the rest of this. Let me move this up a little bit. Also, we have the Kit Kat and the drink still, but let's see. Where is my... Alright, so for this ramen episode for TokyoTreat, we are using, not a bowl, I am using a pot. I am using a pot to cook this, and the usual hot water. Oh yeah, let me boil that. Let me boil the hot water. Well, I should have done that a long time ago. We're using a pot, and too reflective. Too reflective. Oh no! My room is getting doxxed. Okay. Anyway, we're using the pot. Ramen goes here. I am gonna spare you guys how I usually make my ramen. I usually make my ramen by crushing this thing. Okay, I don't know if anyone else does that, but I crush my ramen, and I just eat it that way. I eat crushed ramen. What do you want me to do about it? But this looks like regular tonkotsu ramen, or at least tonkotsu flavored ramen. I'm just gonna cover it with water, 3 minutes, and it's done. I don't have a cover for this, so it's just gonna be out in the open. Or maybe I can use, what can I use to cover it? I wonder. Let's... Okay, so in the package, we just have two things. We have the ramen block and the seasoning, nothing else. Very simple for this one. We don't even get dehydrated vegetables, but there might be dehydrated vegetables in here. Let's see. Nope, it's just seasoning. It's just seasoning and a ramen block, like your usual ramen stuff. Well, it is what it is. I'm hoping the broth is good enough. Let's see. I have to write down something for myself later. Okay. Alright, while water is boiling and we got this going, I guess we'll go on to the next thing. Salty. Let's go salty. We have the little rice balls and peanuts. Little rice balls and peanuts. I don't think there's anything too special about this. This definitely looks like, you know, just a little bar, either bar food or just a random snack. I think it's the first time I've seen it like this though. I know we have like the little mixed rice cracker snacks, but not like this. It's probably going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to open it this way. Fine, I guess I'll just cut it. We'll just cut it this time because it's a little tough. Okay. Alright, so inside. It's a little hard to see. It's very deep and very hard to see. It's very dark, but you can see all the little balls and peanuts, and if we pour that out, it'll be a little bit easier to see, but it's still kind of difficult. So it's supposed to be takoyaki flavored, so it's going to be the takoyaki sauce and peanuts. So the peanuts are peanuts, as you can see here. Yep, they're peanuts. They're just, the peanuts are just salted nuts. They don't have any of the takoyaki flavoring that I kind of thought it would have. The little rice balls though, if you look at them, there's a lot. And they're very tiny. And you can probably pop a lot of these at one time. Okay. So the takoyaki sauce flavoring on this one is a lot stronger than on the senbei, for sure. It also looks like that's because the coating is a lot thicker here than it is on the senbei. That's probably why. Honestly, this kind of tastes like the fried corn kernels, but it's rice. And the cross section on this one isn't too impressive. It's just a rice ball. Nice flavorful snack though. Not sure. Overall, I'm not a fan because of the peanuts. I'm not a peanut fan in general. But very nice burst of flavor. Maybe not necessarily takoyaki. It will be the takoyaki sauce. And surprisingly, there's a little bit of spiciness to this. If you eat a decent amount, there's like a little hint of spiciness, but it's not spicy at all. Kind of like Cocoa Puffs, yeah. A little bit like Cocoa Puffs, now that you mention it. Very small Cocoa Puffs. I feel like the actual Cocoa Puffs are like three times the size of this thing, or one of these anyway. And then again, it's been a while since I had Cocoa Puffs. How big are Cocoa Puffs? I feel like they're bigger than any one of these. Not bad. I could get addicted to that. I could get addicted to that flavor alone. Okay. I think I'm burning through the snacks. I think at this point, the ramen might be one of the last things we get. Okay, so actually, I want to try the lifeguard. Let's try the lifeguard next. But first, we gotta let this thing sing. Oops, sorry. Muted that for a second. Okay, you had your turn. Let me get the hot water in there. So I do not have a cover. You thought that was yours going off? Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, ooh, hot water. I slipped and ouch, hot water. Hot water, hot water. Oh, that's not good. I'll fix that later. I'm fine, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Ouch though. So I did something dumb. I did something dumb. Don't do what I did. Never do what I did. I held the pan at the bottom, and this is a metal pan, by the way. So never hold a metal pan at the bottom while you're filling it with hot water. I got careless, and yeah, that's kind of what happened. That's kind of what happened, and because of that, I panicked. I spilled it, and some of the water spilled on my thigh, and I'm partially cooked right now. It wouldn't be the first time I cooked myself. I've cooked myself frying once, and yeah, that was an interesting several weeks of trying to recover from that. I'm guessing you had some kind of a Zoji device. Yeah, I have the Zoji. The Zoji water heater. I figured to have one just because I used to drink a lot of tea, and so I got one of those. And it's handy in general if you just want to drink hot water or make ramen or make anything that needs hot water really fast. Though I keep mine at 195, so the temperature. There's several temperatures on this thing. It's like 160, 175, 195, 208, but it doesn't actually stay at boiling. So I keep mine at 195 only because it has a big square on it. I'm not exactly sure what the big square is. So good for morning coffee and tea. Yeah, I used to drink a lot of tea and then I didn't, but I still have this in case emergencies and stuff. And the thing about tea is you don't need boiling water for tea. You just need good water at a certain temperature. And usually my temperature for drinking water or drinking tea is at 160. But if I keep it that low, I think bacteria might grow in the water. I'm not entirely sure. So I've been keeping it at 195. And that's probably for the better, but it's also this is too hot for most of the teas I like to make. I think for 195, that's low-end black tea. But I think black tea in general, you want to use boiling water. But I don't. I don't have black tea. I'm not a fan of black tea, but oh well. Anyway, that only one has a few seconds left. I think I stalled by talking a little bit. I'm fine though. I am fine. Let me move the box. And hopefully this pot is. Oh nope, it's still hot. Oh, it's still very hot. Woo! I'm gonna have to wipe up the water that's spilled here, because some of the hot water spilled on the table and then rolled off on me, and yeah, that was hot. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. But the ramen looks like your regular block of ramen that you would get anywhere. So this is gonna be this is gonna be interesting because I'm not expecting much from this. If you want to make this interesting, you gotta put toppings, right? That being said, because I wasn't expecting this to be a block of ramen, and I don't have any proper toppings except for one, and I have the topping that we're going to be adding in today for the ramen is, wait for it, egg, marinated egg that I made for breakfast, and now it's going to be used for this ramen. I have some Spam in the fridge, but I don't have a lot of Spam left, and I want to save that Spam for breakfast. So no Spam for this ramen. Spam and ramen, if you don't have chashu, works well. Yeah, Spam is good. Making ramen eggs is not very difficult, guys. All you need to do is make sure your eggs are room temperature and boil them for like make sure your water is at a rolling boil first. Boil it for about 6 to 6.5 minutes, and then dump them into ice cold water and leave it there for 5 to 10 minutes before you start peeling them. Because if you peel them right away, not only is it going to be super hot, it's also going to the eggs are way too soft right after boiling, so you have to let them cool so they firm up a little bit, and then you can peel them. Just FYI for peeling them. Let me taste the broth first before we try everything else. So the broth, I think I added too much water because I was just kind of wanting to make sure it's covered. But it's kind of milky like tonkatsu. Ooh, nice, smooth. If I'm being honest though, this tastes like just regular pork broth. It's definitely a lot better than most pork flavored ramen you'll get stateside. At least a lot better than Maruchan. I mean, come on, it's Maruchan. But anyway, it's a very nice, not too salty pork soup. What else is here? Not perfectly balanced, but a decent balance. I think the main takeaway is it's pork and it's not too salty. Everything after that is gonna depend on what toppings you put on here. And the only thing I have are eggs. Now let me give the noodles a try. I mean, this is packaged noodles, so how different is this gonna be from the regular packaged noodles? Probably not that different, but it looks thick. This definitely looks on the thicker side. So let me grab that. Try it. So they're a little chewy because I didn't cook them long enough. But yeah, they're definitely thick noodles. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let me show you my egg, guys. I'm gonna show you my egg really quick before we move on, because I'm gonna just show you. So this egg has been marinating in the fridge for the past 2 days, I think. 2 days. I didn't have any marinade. All I had was like cooking sake, sugar, and soy sauce to make this. And I didn't have the kikkoman, so I had to use a dark soy sauce and use less of the dark soy sauce than I normally would. But the egg, if I did this right, should be nice and gooey in the middle. You see? Let's get a close up on that egg really quick. This isn't even about the box anymore. This is just about the egg. Egg zoom. Egg zoom. See how maybe the outside is a little bit solid for some people, so maybe 6 minutes. I think I did 6.5 for this one, but 6 to 6.5 minutes, and then you let it marinate in a broth or stock for a couple of days, and you get very jelly eggs. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I'm just gonna baptize this a little bit with some ramen broth and noodles. Maybe a few more noodles than that. But yeah, the main thing is make sure you use room temperature eggs before you cook them, and 6 minutes on the second, on the dot. Otherwise, if you overcook them too much, it becomes a little bit too hard. You get into boiled egg territory, and it's no good. And it's no good. Itadakimasu. Oh, but it's let me gag that. I'm gonna save the other egg for later. That's ramen post-stream egg. But yeah, egg. Right there. Okay. There's still a few more. I'm choking on noodles. Okay, there's still a few more snacks to do, and they're all sweet. So let's go through them really quickly. I think I want to go fancy last. So we're gonna do the not fancy sweets first. Lifeguard. Never thought I'd ever hear you say you're baptizing an egg with ramen and broth. That's what you're doing. That's honestly what you're doing. That's honestly what you're doing when you cut an egg open. The thing is, normally the egg's already in the ramen, they're just kind of like, I don't know, they're taking a bath already in the ramen broth. So you can't really baptize them, but you still could. You still could. Technically, people would used to be like in the river itself, and then they would get baptized in the river. So technically, an egg could be in ramen broth, and you could baptize them while still in the ramen broth. It's perfectly fine. You just make sure you cut them in half first, because if they're not cut in half, then it's kind of pointless. You want to pour the broth in the inside. You don't want to pour in the outside because it never reaches the inside. Just saying. Just saying. But Lifeguard, I didn't see this earlier, but there's a freaky little green bunny on a skateboard going up this Lifeguard candy. And I guess the actual Lifeguard candy is on this side. Not candy, the drink is on this side. Honestly, I've never seen it before, so this is very weird to me. I think the weirder thing is this bunny on the skateboard. That's the weirdest part of this entire thing. What flavor is this supposed to be? What flavor is this actually supposed to be? It just says Lifeguard. Lifeguard soft candy, electric yellow Japanese energy drink. It doesn't say lemon, it just says electric yellow. Whatever the heck that's supposed to be. I'm gonna guess lemon, but it's basically this giant stick. Alright, it's this giant stick, kind of looks like Laffy Taffy or whatever. A lot softer than Laffy Taffy, probably. It smells lemon. It smells lemon. Definitely not banana. This time not banana, but it's also very stretchy. Let me see if we can zoom out on that. Let me see the stretch. Oh crap! Don't go into the ramen. That's not where you belong. Okay, not that stretchy. It does break pretty easily. This ain't no long man. Long man at least is a gummy. This is more of a taffy, I think. Or whatever kind of candy this is. I guess taffy are this type of candy, right? I said there was no banana. But I could be wrong. There's no lemon. It tastes like banana? Banana energy drink? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this is. Banana energy drink? It's not a bad flavor. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. The candy itself is nice and chewy. It takes a while to dissolve, like a really long time to dissolve. I feel like I've had this before. Maybe not this particular brand, but I have something like this before. Can't put my finger on it though. Flavor-wise, not bad. I've never had Lifeguard energy drink before, so I don't know how close it is to taste like that. But it tastes like a little bit of banana, maybe a little hint of lemon, but the lemon's not really there. It's more banana and sugar. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's not like overwhelming banana. It's like banana and some citrus. Or that could just be acid. Ascorbic acid. Or whatever the heck they use in energy drinks. It's not bad. I'm just trying to pin down the flavor. Lifeguard! Electric yellow, whatever the heck electric yellow is. I feel like electric yellow is banana, but they'll never actually say it's banana. I'm gonna save the rest of this for later, because that's gonna take a while to get through. Maybe I should just ball it up. I should just ball this thing up. It's hard to stuff that back in. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. Okay. Let me get some water to wash that down. Otherwise I won't be able to properly try the rest of the candy. Okay. So, we have... Maybe I want to do the gummy last. I want to do the small candy gummy last. So we have pastilles. I think pastilles just like candy, right? So pastillas, if you're talking Spanish or Philippines, is like a little long type candy, maybe smaller than my pinky here. And it's like mainly made out of milk and whatever flavorings you want to put in there. That's what pastillas is to me. But pastilles, why do they like using random French words so often? They do show you what shape the candy is here at the back. They do show that to you. So it's either flat or round, or maybe it's rounded and gets flattened. I'm not entirely sure which direction they want to go, but it is on the round end, and this looks like it's resealable. There's a little resealable thing here. That's encouraging. Peach flavored. And apparently this is 45% juice, at least according to the packaging, which is a good thing. I'm gonna move the ramen so this is not going over the steam. If you look in the inside, it's a little hard to see, but they look like gummies. So I think this is kind of like a gummy. Yeah, it definitely has the it definitely has the look of a gummy, and they're kind of like half dome shape. It looks like here. See that? A little half dome shape. And if you try to put two halves together, you don't really get a ball. You don't get a ball, you get like a hamburger. You get a hamburger gummy here, flavored with peach. Except it looks like one of my buns is a little bit too big, and the other bun is a little bit too small, so it doesn't work quite well. But if we just try one of the buns. Oh, it's hard. It's a hard gummy. I can't even bite through it. I'm trying to bite through it. I can't. It's impossible. This thing has like a 90% resistance to slashing and pierce damage. What the heck? I want to say it also has a 90% resistance to blunt damage too. What the heck? That is... I can't bite it. Oh, I finally tore one. But holy crap, that was tough. Flavor-wise, it's good. It's got a nice, good peach flavor. Not too strong, just right. Not too sweet. But the texture... Like, if you've ever had a Haribo gummy before, and some Haribo gummies, the bear ones particularly, I find are super hard. This, not quite as hard as the Haribo gummies, but it's like bouncy, and it's like kind of is rubbery a good word for this?
a bit rubbery and hard at the same time, so it's got a resilience to it that makes it very hard to bite through. I think you're not supposed to bite through this. I think you're just supposed to like suck on it and let it sit in your mouth for a while and absorb all the peach flavor, which the peach flavor is good. I just want to bite through it. I'm a biter, people. I'm a biter. I want to be able to bite through my candy, okay? I want to be able to bite through my gummies. I want to be able to bite through my hard candies. I just want to bite. I want to crush it. I want to cut it. I want to crush it under my teeth. You can't do it with this. Flavor-wise, good. Cannot crush, cannot cut. Probably can't even pierce it. 9/10 for the flavor, 1/10 for texture. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this. Hopefully the Delaware grapes will be a little bit easier to go through. Oh, you know why they're called Delaware grapes? Isn't Concord in Delaware? I've heard so much about Concord grapes. That's probably why it's from. That's why probably they call it Delaware. If they call it Concord grapes in Japan, it's like what the heck is Concord? Where is Concord? I guess Delaware is a little bit easier to remember. At least when you say Delaware, it's probably in the U.S. I'm surprised they didn't call it U.S. grapes. They at least called it Delaware grapes, but they didn't call it Concord grapes. But Concord grapes, Delaware grapes, whatever, it's grapes. Fruit content, I do not see any. Not that I could recognize you anyway. I can't tell if this is made from real grapes or not. It's probably in the ingredients somewhere. I'm just too lazy to get the Google lens at this point. This one's also resealable, thank goodness. So we open this, and it's a little hard to see again, so let me pop some of these out. So this also has the dome shape that the peach one does. However, they're a lot softer. They're also a lot bigger. So I might be able to bite through these. You can still make a burger out of this, and this is gonna be a very squishy and hopefully pillowy burger. Nice chew. Nice chew for a gummy. Very soft. Very soft. Supposedly there's a inside to this. Like an inside juice to this, but I just kind of bit through one of these things. As you can see, there really isn't. Packaging says there's supposed to be, but there isn't any in reality. It is very good flavor though. It's a light grape flavor. It's a light. There was something squishy just now. That was good. Supposedly there's an actual jelly in there, and I guess it actually was. The middle actually does have a jelly, but it's kind of small. It kind of blends in with the rest of it, so you don't really notice it. But overall, nice light grape flavor. Not too strong, not too sweet. Everything a gummy should be. I can actually bite through it. That's a plus already. And it doesn't taste artificial. It just tastes a little bit, a tiny bit acidic. But it's a good sweet acidic thing. Not bad. Not bad. Probably not as good as some of the other gummies we've had before, but flavor-wise, it's up there. Okay. Last candy for today. Last candy for today is Kit Kat Orange. This will be interesting on so many levels. Orange chocolate, you guys have probably had it before. I've never had orange chocolate at any level before, so this is gonna be a first for me. Nothing particular about the back, just the usual Kit Kat advertisements, and nothing special about this particular one. It's just an orange flavored Kit Kat. No particular reason, just orange flavored Kit Kat because they can. Let me move some of this stuff here. Ah! Not my chopsticks! Not my chopsticks. Let's move this over here so I can just dump the Kit Kat. So most of the Kit Kats that we've seen whenever we do this has like a different packaging, but those are like seasonal Kit Kats or something. It looks like for the orange one, they're all the same. They are all the same on the outside because this is just a regular Kit Kat. Not really seasonal, no celebrating no particular holiday or little mini holiday. So I guess we'll just try it like a normal Kit Kat. And I think this one's melted just a little bit. It is pretty hot where I am, so the heat might have affected it, even in transit too. It smells like chocolate and orange at the same time. I'm not so sure about this. But you can see the chocolate has melted. It is Kit Kat, so let's give it a shot. Orange flavor, not too strong. Not as strong as I was expecting it anyway. It's not bad, but I don't know how I feel about this. It's not my favorite. I'll say that much. It's not my favorite. Is it worse than Mochi Kit Kat? No. This is still better than Mochi Kit Kat. This is still better than Mochi Kit Kat, but still not my favorite. Fruity chocolate are always so good. It depends on which one it is. Not for me, this is not my thing. It's like, there is orange there, but I think the orange almost tastes like, oh, that's probably why I think it's bad. So the orange tastes like the car freshener. You know how the car fresheners have different scents on them? They got pine, you got lemon, you got orange. It tastes like that. I know that's a bad image for some people, and it probably is, because whenever you put a car freshener in a car, I always get a headache. 100%, if you have a really strong scented car freshener, I will get a headache. And I will feel like I'm almost puking. It's that bad. This tastes like car freshener orange. Not as strong, but it's at the beginnings of it. And it's not gonna make me sick, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. Chocolate orange usually good in my experience with other snacks. Okay, we have two people saying they like chocolate orange. This is probably not a good one for me personally. I think I need to like find the actual chocolate orange that most people get and see how that tastes. I don't know if they sell it around here, but if I find it, I'll probably get it in my next grocery trip and report back to you guys. I don't know. This is not for me, but it's not like the worst. It's not the worst Kit Kat I've had. It's just not. Alright, well, I do have one more thing we can wash it off with. I have melon soda, and I forgot to get the glass. Let me get the glass really quick, so you can also see what the melon soda looks like. Okay, so I've been using this one for the See, for the like being able to show you guys easier, that there's an old sake bottle. I did not drink the sake from this. This was from a sushi restaurant. One of the people I went with ordered sake, and I asked if I could keep the bottle, and so I kept it, and now I have it. All right, melon soda from Kobe, supposedly. Ooh, okay. It's not green like I expected it to be. All right, so I only poured half of it, and it's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can shine the light on it. Okay, you can't really see it on camera. It's a little hard to see on camera. Let me see if I can move this box so you can see it a little easier. It's still not very easy to see, but the soda itself, has a light green color. I think we've had we might have had melon soda before, a different brand of melon soda, and that had a much greener color. But this one is like very light, very light. Why is that? No particular reason. It does say that this is 1% melon juice. So there is some melon in here, but it's not like probably super melon. But let's see. Let's give it a shot. It is fizzy. Very light lemon flavor. Very fizzy. Despite it being pretty light, despite the melon flavor being pretty light, it's not bad. It's almost got like a melon candy flavor, or maybe it's because the candy I was eating earlier. I think if you add some ice cream to this and make like an ice cream float, I know a lot of people like to make melon ice cream floats in general. I know it's a popular thing in Japan. I'm not so sure over here. I haven't seen. Well, we don't get melon soda over here, but you know, it's like a ice cream float. Just put like a vanilla ice cream on top of melon soda, and that's good to go. So maybe this might be good for that. Personally, I don't think it's bad. I just feel like I could have used a little bit extra melon flavor, but I don't know anything too much about this. It's pretty good otherwise, though. Pretty good otherwise. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, so did you see any snacks so far in this entire thing that might have been a favorite? I think for me, my favorite out of all of this. So we went through a lot, right? We had the melon soda. That was pretty good. It's all right. Kit Kat, orange Kit Kat. It's kind of iffy for me. Grape gummy, not bad. Pretty actually good flavor. Peach gummy, way too hard. Decent flavor. The Lifeguard candy, not bad. I just don't know what it's supposed to taste like. Bananas, maybe? I don't know. Bread with chocolate, actually pretty good. Maybe heat it up, and then maybe you get gooey chocolate. Takoyaki senbei, very crunchy, very good seaweed flavor. Maybe not so much takoyaki flavor, but seaweed and crunchiness, pretty good up there. Okonomiyaki senbei, too broken up, couldn't really tell, but I would rather have actual okonomiyaki than whatever this thing was supposed to be. Worth a try at least once. Past that, not so sure. Not so sure. Melon panda cookie, buttery, very buttery, pretty decent melon flavor. Would recommend. Choco banana marshmallow, not bad. Surprisingly not bad. Very sweet though, so watch out for that. Rice cracker takoyaki balls with peanuts. Actually pretty good. If you want a good strong takoyaki sauce flavor, but actual takoyaki, questionable. But takoyaki sauce flavor, yes, that's good for that. Corn puffs with the seaweed, actually pretty good. Very puffy, very airy, and the seaweed flavor is actually not bad. Potato fry, actually pretty good. Nice solid saltiness to this. Not as shiny and smooth as a Jagarigo, and I actually prefer it that way. Potato flavor up there if you actually want potato flavor, but saltiness is pretty good. Possibly could use ketchup, but don't expect to be soft like actual fries. Ramen over here. Decent broth, not too salty. Definitely get some toppings with this ramen. Otherwise, it's you're just eating ramen with nothing in it, and this could probably use something. Biggest surprise for today: popcorn with ume and bonito and sake. There's a little sake in here apparently. Actually surprising. Pretty good popcorn. Made me like this one. Ume flavor, good at the start, but then you get the bonito flavor, which is a hit or miss for some people, but I personally like it. Makes it very savory popcorn. Never thought I'd hear about that about popcorn. But yeah, that is our snacks today from Osaka, or at least Osakan inspired snacks for this box. I hope you all enjoyed that one. We are gonna have 2 more boxes of TokyoTreat stuff in the future. There's gonna be one for next month and another one in August. And then after that, either I go back to cooking. Well, I'll probably be doing cooking for a little bit because if I order another box, it's gonna come when I'm not around, because I'll be on vacation in October. So cooking for I go back to cooking for a little bit before I go on vacation, so you'll probably see some cooking. But I also have some other snacks that are not part of a box that we'll hopefully get around to before before we run out of these snacks. So yeah, look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed the stream though, and I am trying to figure out. Okay, if you hear any scratching, it's because one of the pamphlet pages, or at least one of the inserts in the pamphlet pages, left some white marks on my table, and it's like really annoying, and I kind of want to like scratch it out. Otherwise, it's gonna get stuck there for all eternity, and that's not a good thing. But I hope you enjoy the slight fingernail on wood ASMR. Okay, I think I mostly cleaned that. Oh, no, there's still a bit. I'll probably clean the rest later. But yeah, okay, so FYI again, for anyone who didn't hear it yesterday, so I'm still working through the, what do you call this? The Borderlands side quest before I do the stream again. But I'm also kind of working on the Bakery Girl reverse collapse challenge stuff. I've been on a challenge quest, a challenge run. So working on that before I do before I do get back onto Borderlands. So we might not have Borderlands next week. It might be the week afterwards. But I need to, just for me personally, I need to get through those challenge quests first before we do anything. So also, by the way, the poll. So there was a poll for what we would do instead of Mahjong Night whenever Mahjong Night comes around. And it seems like Puyo Tetris won. Puyo Tetris 2 specifically, because that's the one I have. And so next time we do Mahjong Night, which I think is going to be next week around this time. Somebody, please, show up for that with actual Puyo Tetris 2. And we'll see how it goes. I need to figure out how to set that up, and if I can't figure out how to set that up, we might just have to go back to Mahjong Night or something, because I do want to get it to work, but I just remembered The only time I actually play with someone on Puyo Tetris 2 is with another person. Um, and I have to like give them my IP address and stuff like that, and I don't think that's gonna work. But I think they have like rooms or something. So I may have to invite someone to play with me to fill up the to fill up the space. But yeah, we'll try it for one night, see how it goes, and if it goes well, we'll bring it back. Otherwise, mahjong night, and then you get to hear my ramblings yet again. So enjoy that while you can. All right, I'm gonna go over here to the. Well, I guess I'll go over here to the desk here. And I'll see you all next time. I should have the schedule for next week. Well, the waiting rooms for next week should be up in the next couple of days. So FYI on that. And thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. See ya. All right, where is that ending? Ending.